For activities, okay, most ROV vessels have a dedicated position for ROV when ROV is launched, and also have ROV launch crane. So most of the vessel, and then for mobilization guideline is this instruction set out general dive and condition required mobilize and demobilize ROV system. So document prepared by project manager, following item agreed. Okay, so the following item that need to be agreed is final deck layout, power supply port, signal communication and video cabling, lifting position and proof testing. Okay, and then system container should adhering to the vessel during mobilization after the sea fastening, and then need to do inspection, proof load test. The maintenance required, painting to prevent rust, and hinge door required inspection for the integrity. Okay, and then equipment installation guidelines. Okay, all installation must be carried out in accordance to the local worksite regulation, work permits, checking of gas, welding procedure, load testing and certification. Okay, so before any work take place, a valid work permit shall be obtained from the on-board safety officer or authorized person. Okay, and then for mechanical or LARS, mechanical and last is that this is essential, okay, that the safety policy regarding the use of harness and other safety equipment is added to during positioning of equipment on installation. So the launch and recovery shift block shall be placed in the optimal location. The umbilical winch will be placed in a position with an angle that enables the umbilical, when under load, to spool on and off without placing other than minimal pressure against the spooling rollers and without coming into contact with the top and bottom rollers. And then load installation and load testing is, where possible, items should be secured by bolts. We cannot weld directly to the frame of any piece of equipment or cable, as destroy the integrity of the structure when not off. Okay, and use bolt on sacrificial plates or brackets, and all welding is to be carried out by a coded welder. Okay, and then the demobilization of the equipment. So prior to a system being disconnected for demobilization, it is important that the following tasks are complete. So need to ensure that all containers clean, tidied and stored securely for transit. Camera, slide and sonar removed from vehicle and securely stored in workshop. Gyro is to be removed if the system is be road freight more than 100 km, and ROV system demobilization report is complete. Okay, so in addition, regular maintenance of the system is that ROV or TMS hydraulic system flush and filter change, adapter housing drain, flush and refrigerate clean oil, and update the system inventory. Okay, so next is for ROV system handover. So it is the responsibility of the senior supervisor or supervisor on shift to complete shift and crew change and over notes for the oncoming senior person. They have a duty to ensure all the relevant paperwork is complete properly and filled in an orderly manner offshore, with original copies sent to the office for the attention of the project manager. Okay, so shift and handover report is that on completion of a shift, the party shift, also shift supervisor, shall complete this shift handover report. So the detail shall include client name, location, job number, date, time details of operation completed during the shift, projected operation for the forthcoming shift, serviceability or availability of equipment, detail of work permit in force or envisaged, any other relevant points including rig or vessel status, simultaneous operation affecting shift and weather. Shift handover reports are only required when there are two shifts working 24 hours to perform the same scope of work, and if written, shall remain on board vessel. So if have 24-hour shift, then the the same scope of work and if written shall remain on board the vessel. Okay, And then crew change handover report is that it will be compiled by the senior supervisor or shift supervisor at the end of each tour of duty. So the report shall as minimum contain details of the operation which have been completed during the previous tour and overview of foreseeable operation relevant on the oncoming crew, and the reports are held with the ROV system until the demobilization. Okay, so that's all for ROV, mobilization and demobilization. Okay, thank you.